Look at this. I had 3 meetings yesterday. The first one with a customer, the second one with a potential investor, and the last one with a marketing agency pitching me their new product. And before I tell you a single detail from those meetings, here's what I had within a few minutes of each one ending. Right after the customer call, a complete market research and product improvement report. After the investor meeting, a pitch deck built around exactly what he cared about. And okay, I'm sorry, but from the brief the agency gave about their own product, I built an MVP of it myself without writing a single line of code in about 10 minutes. So, if you're curious how all of that happened, let me introduce you to Meet by Runable. Meet joins your meetings, listens, and has your summary, decisions, and action items ready the moment the call ends. And because it's a part of Runable, it can then build anything from that meeting: decks, reports, proposals, even working products. The setup takes about a minute, so let's do it together. Meet works with Google Meet, Zoom, and Microsoft Teams. Connect your Google or Outlook calendar, and it joins your scheduled meetings automatically. Or skip the calendar and just paste a meeting link to invite it. In settings, you can decide which meetings it auto joins. Rename the bot to whatever you want and set what happens after every meeting, like action items and follow-ups generating on their own. One more thing before the demos, because this is the setting that matters most. Meet has 2 modes. Ask mode is for talking to your meeting. You ask anything about what was said and it answers from the transcript. Agent mode is where it gets interesting because instead of just answering, it does the work. That's the mode behind everything you saw in the intro. So let me show you those 3 meetings properly. Meeting 1, the customer call. This was one of our bigger customers, and he spent 40 minutes telling me everything he wished our product did better. Normally, that's a page of messy notes and a promise to look. This time, the call ended, the summary was already there, and I asked for this: take my last meeting, the customer call, and turn it into a report. A few minutes later, I had the report, his complaints backed by real market research, competitor comparisons, and a ranked list of what to fix first. That's a document I'd normally block a full day for, built from a call I didn't even take notes in. Meeting 2, the investor. 30 minutes in, it was obvious he kept coming back to the same 3 things: market size, retention, and how we make money. So instead of sending him a standard deck, I asked for this. From my investor meeting, build a pitch deck around what he cared about most. And that's the deck from intro, same company, same numbers, but shaped around his questions, which is a completely different deck from the one I would have sent. Meeting 3, the agency pitch. They spent an hour walking me through their new content scheduling tool, every feature, every screen, the whole roadmap. It was a good pitch. It was also accidentally a perfect product brief. So after the call, I asked for this. In my 3 p.m. meeting, an agency pitched me their content scheduling tool and described it in detail. Build a working MVP of that tool as a web app. 10 minutes later, I was clicking through a working version of the product they'd just pitched me. I'm not saying you should do that to every agency that pitches you. I'm saying an hour of something talking is enough for me to build from. And that should change how you think about every meeting you sit in. And most days, you won't need anything that dramatic. This is what Meet looks like on a normal day. Your stand-up ends and you ask, summarize today's stand-up and tell me what's blocked. A client call ends and you ask, pull out every action item from the client call and who owns each one. 2 weeks later, you are trying to remember a decision. So you open the meeting in history and ask, what did we finalize about the pricing? And when the team needs it, you don't copy paste anything. You just ask Runable to send the meeting summary to a Slack and save the full notes in Notion. Summaries, tasks with owners, answers from old meetings, everything shared where your team already works. And the best part, Meet is included in Runable. You are not paying for a separate AI meeting assistant on top of everything else, connected to everything Runable can already make. So that's Meet. It takes notes so you can actually be in the meeting, and it does the work that actually starts when the meeting ends. Connect your calendar, let it join your next call, and ask it for one real thing afterwards: a summary, a deck, a report. After the first one, you won't take notes again.